Hello, everybody. My music is too loud. Music is too loud for me. Might or might not be too loud for you. I am trying out this lo-fi Spirit City game thing, which may or may not actually be a game, but you know, it lets me capture Pokemon-like things. So, close enough, I guess. Anyway, this is our sweater. Since last we hung out, I made this like sleeve cap thing and am working on the sleeve. The sleeve is now this long. Everything is fundamentally too bulky and annoying and difficult to fit into a stream. So we will see how well this goes because everything is bulky and annoying. But we are working on Ye Olde Spite Sweater, which is entirely all Ian's fault. Hence why it's a spite sweater, because we're knitting it to spite Ian, I guess, or maybe potentially to spite ourselves. I don't know. Anyway, I am decreasing every 4 rows, so I've got a counter that's counting my pattern location and a counter that's counting my repeats. So we're working on repeat number 22. We're gonna be doing a decrease on row 24. At least they're fairly short rows. This is going to be a row with the cables, but we'll see kind of how this goes. I also have a Pomodoro timer going in the game thing, primarily because I get points for using it every day, but also because I want to see if I can do like 20 minutes of knitting and then 5 minutes of stretching, because everything hurts. Being old sucks. Alright, let me get slightly more comfortable and get slightly more light. Not on me. It's terrible, but on the knitting. Okay, that's about as reasonable as we're gonna get. Okay, what are we doing? We are doing a crossover cable. Oh, I wish Ian was here because I was trying to explain to him yesterday with like words what I meant by pressing the stitches to the needle with my thumb to not need a cable needle, but oh well. Knit, and then we're doing another cable here. So spite sweater, right? Ian challenged Zakayla. See who will knit this cardigan fastest. Zakayla note is done. A whole bunch of us joined in because it's a fun looking pattern. And then as soon as he started, Ian started complaining about it. And everybody said, and by everybody I think I mean Mousy, can't quit, Ian. We all bought all this yarn and stuff. We're gonna knit it out of spite. So it became the spite sweater. And everybody basically knew that Zakayla was gonna finish first, because Zakayla is Zakayla. But the goal for everybody was not to beat Zakayla, it was to beat Ian. So, hence, team beat Ian. Okay, we finished the pattern repeat, so advance that, and then here. Yes, I am not bothering with magic loop because I hate magic loop. I am using 2 sets of circular needles to knit this circle that is the sleeve. And I tried this on finally, and it's a little big and boxy, but it's sort of supposed to be big and boxy, so not like exceedingly worried. I decided not to go 2 done. That's my start of round marker. I decided not to actually increase my needles for the sleeves just because everything else is so big and boxy, so it should be okay. In theory, it should be okay. All right. That is not a stitch. That is a place between stitches. Thanks. At least the sleeve is now long enough that heck is going on over here? Right here. What is this that is happening? Why is this a giant mess? Nobody answer that. Like, it is. It's a terrible mess, and that's okay. Let's detangle. Okay, there we go. I think. Yeah, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the sleeve is finally long enough that I don't have to like try to twist the whole thing. I can only do like, twist it at sort of its stem. It's fine. However, because it is so big and bulky, it is heavy, which means that it actively hurts my arms to kind of handle it. Woman handle it, whatever, handle it. So, all right. Okay, this is now 5. Knit, third purl, 2, 3. So this is our sleeve cable, by the way. Kind of see it. So it kind of twists and then opens up, twists with the sides, and comes back, and I think that's the repeat. So it's pretty. Like the cables in general and this whole thing are very pretty, including the fact that this interstitial space in between the cables is a seed stitch, moss stitch. What the hell that is? I think it's a seed stitch. It's the pattern. So we started out with 58 stitches, I believe. Yeah, 58 stitches. That was our Pomodoro timer. I'm gonna finish the row before I like forget things and then do a stretchy thing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we started at 58 and we decreased 2 stitches every 4 rows once the sleeve cap was done. So we are, like I said, we're finishing row 23. So we're about to start a decrease row, but that means that we've done 6 decreases. We should be down 12 stitches, right? Right. Let's verify that. So first of all, this is 16 stitches. There are 6 stitches on either side. So 16 plus 12 is 28. Which means that we should have on this side, so it was 28, and then we had another 30 on this side. So now we should have 18, maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 2 of those will be decreased in this row, 24th row, which I just counted already in this. What is... Huh. Okay, well, legit. It's also a good time to like check what my streams look like and all that nonsense. In all the various views that I have. Okay, great. That all looks good. And the little lo-fi thingy back. I wonder if I should I wonder, please hold. I wonder if I can capture the Lo-Fi City game. Yeah, why don't we go to that while we have the Pomodoro timer happening? So we have like another 4 minutes. This is like definitely stretch time. Stretch time. Oh, shake the light time. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my little person, and you can see this spinning where this thing is. I'm trying to catch a new spirit, and the fact that it's spinning means that a spirit is being lured towards me. But also, I clearly like earned a lot more. Oh, I don't need wardrobe. I need the core. I want to replace that cup that I have, because now that I have lots and lots of points, I can make that cup look like anything I want, including really pretty teacups. I can also make it look like ramen. I can make it look like a cool rainbow mug. Make it like a cool ace mug. Ooh, bubble tea. Oh my god, bubble tea and hot chocolate. That'll match my sweater there. Ooh, I can have latkes. Or whatever this is. Oh, dumplings. I could have dumplings. I could have cake. Oh, I could be realistic and have donuts. Because donuts is what I have. Oh wait, but I didn't actually click on it. Purchase it. Okay. My second item. See, the thing is that I want donuts and a drink. Why can I only have donuts and a decoration? I don't want a menorah. I already have a menorah. Yeah, okay, let's have some books. Okay. Also, we're supposed to be in the new session, so let's switch back to our this view. This is hilarious. I love that thing. It is really, really, really entertaining. And its goal is, so I'm going to take this out and do a decrease. So its goal is supposed to be to like help you focus and whatever, but it's not very good at helping you focus and whatever. What is going on? Oh. Things that I need to keep track of more than the lo-fi girl thing. When will the capitalism start again? Because I am tired of the capitalism happening and me not noticing that the capitalism is happening, and then everybody ends up in ads while I'm like talking away, and that's I wonder if I should have labeled this a little co-working kind of stream. I don't have any of the widgets that let other people add things to do, so it's like a very low-key co-working kind of thing. Okay. What are we doing here? 1, 2, and then we are doing this thing where I hold 2 stitches to front and then knit 1, and then I knit these guys. Because something super weird is, well, the cable are moving, it's not that weird. In reverse, where we put 1 stitch on hold and place it back, and then we these 2, this one over, and knit it, knit 2 more stitches, and then purl 1. We use our stitch marker somewhere. This sweater is already broken a stitch marker, which, let me tell you, is the first time I've ever broken a plastic stitch marker. And I have been knitting for like 44 years? 44 years! And first time I've broken a stitch marker. But here we are. Happens, I guess. Like its little legs snapped. It's very weird. I think it's because it's on 10.5s. Like it's just there's a very fat needles, and there is a lot of kind of pressure sometimes because of the bulk of the sweater. Row end. So that's 24 rows of the decreases. So that's since the sleeve cap has existed. Let me plug that in there again, just so people know that it's the thing. In about 6 minutes, we're going to have a capitalism because Twitch makes you. 3 minutes of capitalism, and it will run all on its own. But I will take this opportunity to get a new, well, maybe not get a new drink because I have a do have like a full Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I do want to show folks the spirit that we're about to catch. Some kind of fish, I think. It's drizzlefin. Here's the drizzlefin. These are the spirits that we've already found. This is the little spider that we currently have accompanying us. I'm gonna very quickly go look to see what the next one. The next thing I'm gonna get is the Trashnuki Lightning. Afternoon sounds tasty sizzling. Okie dokie. Afternoon and tasty sizzling. Okay. So, lighting is going to be afternoon, and sounds are going to be tasty sizzling, apparently. Playing music here, and a spirit is being lured, which is great. I think we're gonna change what we're doing. Here we go. That nicer. Okay. So that's great. Now let's go back to where we are actually doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go flip my laundry when capitalism starts. Take a couple of steps to also do that kind of stretching. Probably keep working on this. All right, so mid 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mid 6. 3, 4, 6. Okay, so let me see. We were doing this math. Where I said that we currently had decreased by 12. So decreasing by 12 from 58, we need to get to 32. So from 58, that's 56, 46. So we need to decrease 6 plus 8, 14 more, right? So that's 7 more repeats. 7 times 4 is 28. And we did 24, so 28 rows will be, so we'll need to be on repeat. What the hell 24 plus 28 is? 40, 52. Okay, so we're like maybe halfway down to this part of the decreases. I don't remember what happens. What does happen to the sleeve after we get to that end? Let me just get to the right part of this pattern. Sleeves, okay. Work a sleeve decrease round every 4 rounds until you reach 32 stitches and your sleeves measure 16 inches from the underarm. And then work a ribbing for 12 rounds and bind off. So, okay. Like, vaguely legit. So if we are about halfway there, That means that measuring we should be about 8-ish inches from the underarm. 8 to 25. So that means we can measure that and see if we're on the right track. We are just a tiny bit shy of 8 inches. So we are exactly on the right track. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, it looks like the capitalism is about to start. So I'm just trying to get to over here. All right, I will see folks in about 3 minutes. Please enjoy the capitalism. I think we're back from the capitalism. And I have flipped my laundry and I can hear it drying now. This ball of yarn is too big to actually freely spin in my giant yarn ball. Because I started my next giant ball of yarn yesterday. So that's okay. What am I doing? I am trying to monitor the things and also knit the things and do too many things. That's okay. Today is the second semi-final of Eurovision, which is like kind of tame this year compared to like, I don't know, 2 years ago where we had, you know, the dude from I think Finland doing the human centipede. I don't even know. Everybody's just kind of singing this time, so. Knit 3. Row 1 first, obviously then. And then we do the thing again where we move the two things of the cable in. So I think this is this part where we're moving them in so they can go into a joint together, which is, you know, like makes sense. Let's do that. Then we purl one and we knit one. Then we do the same thing but in reverse. Oh, that's the Pomodoro, but we had a break, so screw the Pomodoro. Okay, and then we knit 3 again, and we roll one. So in addition to this sweater, I've also been, so I joined the Cross Stitch Monopoly group, and I joined one board. Realistically, I would like to, I think, do more than one board at some point, but that point is not right now. But anyway, 2 days ago, the number came up that I had to bite the bullet and deal with my mermaid. So I have a Waiting for Ships from Mirabilia, which is like a mermaid that's kind of like clutching a bunch of pearls and stars and precious jewels or whatever to her chest. Anyway, I was working on it before I moved into this house, which was 16 years ago, and I think it was dormant for a few years before then as well. So it's like 17 plus years dormant. 26 done. And I kind of like just put it aside, and all of its supplies were nicely in a bin, and it was not very taut on a Q-snap, and had a gold-plated needle, so the needle did not rust over it or anything. But it was a pattern that I, you know, was like highlighting the done stitches on 17 plus years ago. So yesterday I went to, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I went to Staples and had them scan in both pages of the pattern. And I spent a little bit of time in Photoshop, like getting, this is on the setup row, getting the 2 pages to be like 1 page. And then I spent much time getting it into marker X RP or whatever it is. And then yesterday and it was like not working very well, but I started stitching it anyway. And then yesterday I redid the import. and did a whole bunch of stitching on it, and it's over an even weave linen, which is light blue, and I was stitching with basically the same color as my background, so that was great. But also, holy hell, the even weave goes so much faster than the Aida cloth. But I finally, worked on it again in 17 years. I had to do 500 stitches on it to buy a property. In Monopoly. And it was pretty great. I was kind of very, very excited to be working on it again because, to some people, Teresa Winsler is like the end-all and be-all of cross-stitch patterns. And for me, it's really the Mirabilia patterns. This is the first one I'm doing. I also have the Rose of Sharon, which is like, I don't know, a lady in a yellow dress. Sort of, I don't know, standing next to a gate kind of deal. I actually sort of want to be able to show folks the pattern somewhere. Sharon is the one that I'm currently working on. Like somewhere. Aha! Found it and like dislodged my tablet and made everything terrible because of course it did. So this is what it's supposed to look like, except I'm not doing it on a dark green, I'm doing it on a very light blue fabric. But this is can I do this without the glare? This is the pattern, and like you can see all those stars, the blue stars and the strings of pearls, they're all beads, tiny, tiny beads. Like these things at the end here, they're all beads. So that's what I'm working on. The pattern is, so like they scanned this thing for me, including my terrible like highlighty things, which make everything in the pattern much worse. Yeah, so like these are stars. Anyway, so that's my cross stitch that I'm working on. And then the Rose of Sharon is this. Right? So it's a lady in a dress. I might when I do it get something other than yellow. But like looking at what it needs, right? It's 32 count natural linen 2/2. 19 by 12 design area, and it's got this back stitch, it's got a whole bunch of just regular DMC, so it does not have any beads. It looks like it is just DMC. Are we coming out of the corner here? Please do not come out of the corner, please stay in the corner. Yeah, the mermaid has, not only does it have thread, but it has 3 kinds of metallic thread, Kreinik metallic thread. And it's got 4 large Milhel beads, and then 3 kinds of petite glass bills. Yep. Stitched on 32 count linen. Stitched 2/2. Finished blends are 1 strand each, and design area is 11 by 17. So this is 11 by 17, and this is going to be 19 by 12. So it's going to be a little bit bigger. stitch count of 161 by 260, whatever that adds up to be. And it's got so the Rose of Sharon has one place where there are two colors used, and it says just like number ampersand other number. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places where it says like number dash number. I am still assuming that that is a 2-strand thing. That is just like, yeah. I'm gonna probably continue attempting to input the right stitches in because, like, I think it's good to be able to have the correct stitches selected. And so I need to do a bunch of cleanup in the pattern, and especially now that I'm done with the 500 stitches that I had the assignment for, I might take the time to, maybe that's what I'll do while I'm watching Eurovision, and I'll take the opportunity to just do a bunch of cleanup, because it's just like at this point it's manual cleanup because the scan is just, I'm sorry, the scan is just not very good. Was that my Pomodoro finishing? It was totally my Pomodoro finishing. I do not need to have it up anymore. Yay. Because I don't think I need the 10 off, 20 on, or whatever that it was doing. All right, so, oh, this, fudge cakes. Fudge cakes. I was supposed to do a decrease on this row because it says row 28. I will fudge it when I get back to the thing. Meanwhile, let's do these. Right, so first we have a regular cable nonsense over here. So let's do our regular cable nonsense over there. Dum-de-dum. Yay and yay. Okay. Then we have a move a purl stitch over. Right. Yeah. Move a purl stitch over to the side. And then we need to do a mirror of that. So purl stitch over. All over here. Stop losing the second. This is 2 worsted strands held together, and it's trying to drop that. And then we do a regular 2/2 cable. So these are like very big, fat, fun cables, but they're fundamentally all of them 2/2. Sometimes 2/1. So nothing is a fatter cable than a 2/2, or a more complicated cable than a 2/2. It's fine. So yes, so these guys are just came together, and these guys are having their thing. So we're like right here in the repeats. So we're gonna have some pearls in the middle here, which we didn't have before, which is great. Okay. It's the pattern repeat. All right, time to figure out the fudging over here. So first, let's get to the end of the row and do that decrease. Pom, pom. Let's say slip, knit. Okay, great. We did the end of row decrease. Now we need to fake this start of row decrease. So we're gonna basically drop some stitches here. And then we're gonna be like, actually, we meant to knit these two together rather than knit them separately. And we just sort of hope that this all evens out, which it will. Yeah, there we go, it already evened out. Because that's how we roll. Oh, meanwhile, let's super quick jump to over here where we're gonna catch another Pokemon, another spirit. Oh my god, it's an actual trash panda. Trashnuki. Okay. Oh, they shift into garbage bins to collect the leftovers. Okay. Where's my little cheat sheet of how to catch them? Next is, oh no, I already have the kettle brew next. Yeah, I already have the kettle brew, which is a little teapot. Next is the sunquill. Cool. Sunquill is evening, night, forest. Okay. Evening, night, forest. Do I not have the night forest? Oh, I did not scroll up. Oh, look at that. It's got like little fireflies in the night forest, I guess. I guess that's what that is. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. Let's go back to netting. Just gonna have gonna try to get our next spirit friend. Okay, so this is row 29 that we are doing. Not row 29. Again, repeat number 29. This is row 54 that we're doing. Total. No, I'm thinking that the 28 things. 28 rows, not 28 repeats. Makes much more sense. 7 repeats. Right, because it was 24 plus 28, which was 52, right? Yeah. Something like that. We'll just check periodically. That's easier than literally anything else. So, why am I looking at the wrong thing? I should not be looking at the wrong thing. Don't know why we're looking at the wrong thing, but we are totally looking at the wrong thing. Anyway, I have too many screens, and that's okay. Let's put a link to our pattern again. This is our spite sweater. Also is sometimes known as hashtag Team Beat Ian, because that's the important thing here is beat Ian. 1, 2, 3. I think next round is when we flip these guys together for the first time in this repeat. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. Woohoo! And let's advance the pattern repeat. Keeping an eye on the prognosticating of the capitalism, and I am keeping an eye on the time because I do not want to miss the Eurovision. Anyway, I think at some point I started talking about Eurovision, got entirely distracted. So this is the second of the semifinals, the second 16 set of 16 contestants who are going to be narrowed down to, I think, 10 out of the 16. And then I forget when the final is. Is that tomorrow? Now I need to look it up. Saturday. Saturday is the grand finale, also at 3 p.m. Eastern, because it's some appropriate time in Europe. Ended on the wrong thing. Stay. Do this now. Anyway, so Tuesday was the first of the two semifinals, and people in the countries that are participating get to vote. Sorry about that. That is the sound that my phone makes when there is a missile attack on where my family lives. Anyway. Nothing I can do about it, right? Other than be aware and worry. So I'm aware and worrying. Woo. Anyway, so people who live in Europe get to, and other participating countries like Australia, get to vote. And a couple of years ago, they introduced the rest of the world concept, and that's us. We too get to vote in Eurovision. It costs €1 per vote, and everybody gets to take up to 20 votes. And then I think the voting happens up through the middle of the broadcast, and then they do some math, and then they announce who won the things. So it's fairly exciting. Again, as I was mentioning, the Eurovision has been a little tame this year compared to especially 2 years ago, but and last year. But it's pretty neat. Okay, so let's do this. Get that center cable in the repeat done. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did my votes. I paid my €20, or I think it's technically 99, whatever the cent equivalent for euros is. So it was like 19.79 or something. I don't know, whatever. It was like under €20. And I'm sure I'll find out what that is in dollars when my credit card bill comes. But the singer that's representing Israel this year is a survivor of the massacre at Nova. So I am very much supporting her as part of the We Will Dance Again promise. And for those who don't know, the Nova Music Festival was one of the locations attacked on October 7th, and about 800 people there perished. This particular person survived by, with some others, running out into the field and more or less spending 8 hours hiding underneath dead bodies. So she is pretty fucking cool, and I support her. And today is in the second semifinal is where she's singing. So I want to make sure to watch. I once again subscribed to Peacock to be able to watch. I will, of course, cancel my subscription after I'm done watching Eurovision, because I don't actually want to be subscribed to Peacock, I don't think. It's like $14 a month or something, and I don't need it, so. These are just plain. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the little Spirit City thing is very cute. It's not actually very good at helping me focus on anything, because what I'm focusing on is catching them all. But that does kind of force me to like explore the UI and change my settings and stuff pretty regularly in the thing. And the to-do list is nice. So let's repeat. We're advancing. The end of this row, like when we start, so this is the end of row 31. So at the start of the next row, we get a decrease. We need to not forget it this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, good. That's my mother telling me everybody's safe. 6, 7, 8, 9. So when we last counted, we were at 18, and now we're gonna be, once we do that second decrease, we're gonna be at 14. So we've done 2 decreasing rows, decreased 4 more stitches. So it's 16 plus 12 is what again? 28. Right? Yeah, 28. So we're gonna need, like, this whole side becomes 4 stitches, because that's where all the decreasing is happening. Obviously. Might need to move some of the rest of these stitches over. Okay, what are we doing here? Aha, we have a cable crossover here. So 1, 2, these guys. 3, 4, there's that cable. It's 4 plain stitches in the middle here. And purl, and then I think we do a mirrored cable. decrease at the end of this row. Come on. Come on. Stop being dumb. Yes, I'm talking to my sweater. Talking to my sweater. Because I can. Slip, slip. It. So that's repeat 32. Okay, 20 more repeats. 20 repeats is 5 more stitches, or 5 more decreases, so 10 more stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Need to decrease 10 more stitches. I mean, you know, progress. Yesterday when I tried this on, we were like about elbow length sleeves. So, you know, I think we're probably now at 3/4 sleeve length, which is like a terrible sleeve length for this kind of sweater. But good thing we're not, you know, considering it done. Okay, but yeah, the sleeve caps on this in this pattern were not my favorite. Let's say. So this is just plain 4s across. 2, 3, 4. Purl. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, pattern advanced. At least these rows are like going reasonably fast. Move all of Utes over onto here. You do not need to be involved in this. Oh my god, what is going on? Why is it going on? Because I stuck the needle in a stupid place. Okay. Four, 6, 7. That's row 33 done. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this is like not a super even thing, and I think I'm actually gonna fix it right now. It's not a super even thing, but I wonder why that is. Wonder if it's because, you know what, before I move those over, because that that's even. This is not. Let's examine our decreases and see if we like manage to forget a decrease somewhere, which is possible, right? So this was where we picked up the sleeve. And did our sleeve cap nonsense. So this is where we started like decreasing, and we had, this is our center, we had 6 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, right? So this is our, and we did, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, right? So here's our decrease, first decrease, and its friend, second decrease, and its friend, our third decrease, and its friend, fourth decrease, and its friend, fifth decrease, and its friend, sixth decrease, and its friend, seventh decrease, and its friend. Now the 8th decrease and its friend that we just did. So, why are there just 2 more stitches on this side than on this side? I do not understand. I had 52 stitches, right? Let me pull up the stupid thing. So I picked up 6 from the underarm, and then I picked up 52 more from the rest of it. So that's 58. And then I did nonsense with the and then I counted out, I knit across those 6, and then I counted out 18 more, and that was the start of the chart. So 18 plus f of 6 is 3, so 21. So they should have been 21, and then the chart, and then whatever. So the chart is 16. So 21 plus 16 is 37. So ostensibly they'd be 21 on the other side. So 37 plus 21 is 58, right? So we should have had 21 stitches, right? And then we have done 32 repeats. That's 8 decreases. So that's 21 minus 8 is 13. So there should be 13 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this has 14. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this one has 12. So we have this marker in the wrong place, is what we're saying. This one has 6 and this one has 8. Yes. Okay, so we basically have this marker over 1 stitch. Should we move it? I don't think we should. Yeah, I don't think we should. I think we're just gonna have because if we move this over, we would have 7 and 7. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 and 7. Total of 14, right? Yeah. And we need to end up with we'll just keep going and deal with it when we get close to it, is where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. Also, sweater math is the worst kind of math. Meanwhile, in our pattern, we are approaching the next twist of the center cable, so that should be fun. At least I enjoy it. So these guys, 4, and then we are doing a twist of this cable here in the center again. So that's these two over these two. So now we're gonna be starting. Just did this second twist, so now we're gonna be starting moving these guys slowly out to this fill, which is pretty cool. More yarn. Again, you have to do manually because this ball is still too big to free rotate in the yarn bowl. Okay. So this is, we're finishing row 34. And the next decrease is on row 36. So one more normal row and then a decrease. How we're gonna do the second sleeve to match this, because I managed to put so many things in the like the sleeve cap just was slightly a disaster. This is a knit all the cables plain row. Come on. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pattern. Oh, lots of cable nonsense on the next row of the pattern. Okay, and so this is the end of repeat 35, which means that after the marker we do a decrease because that's the start of row 36. Or repeat promise I can. Mostly. Not well. So much nonsense. This means I have 2 counters going. Okay. So here we go. That's 35. Now we okay, let's see. 2. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 different cables in this row because we will be migrating the cables out to the sides, and that's done with cables. Okay, so step 1. Do a regular twist on the side cables. And nope, no purling. Okay. Oh yes, this is where we migrate the pearls to the center. So 2, and then migrate the pearl in, and then on the other side migrate the pearl in, and then do the bit. So we can see that this is the cable splitting here, and there's 2 pearls in there. And then, having done that, we do a regular twist over here. Pearl on. There we go. Drop my phone, which has the pattern on it, because that's how we roll. Okay, so that's how we roll. Obviously. And then we're going to put the other half of the decrease for the row, the end of this row. That'll be the end of row 36, or repeat 36. No, I did this math. To get to 32 stitches from 58 stitches, we need to decrease 26 stitches, right? Total 32 plus 26 is 58, yeah. So 26 stitches. So that's 13 to each side. And so it's 13 rounds. 13 rounds times 4 is 52. And we're on 36 of 52. It's not bad. Getting there. Getting there. I was thinking I was going to have 2 and 2, but I think I'm going to have 1 and 3. Or 1 and 2. Yeah, no, 1 and 3 because I'm supposed to have 4 stitches. And that's fine. Oh, before I start that, let's go catch whoever this is that we're catching. Solar penguin. What it looks like. Sun quill. It totally looks like a solar penguin. Natural born performer. Cool. What are we? What's after him? Bulby. Ooh. That just means we just to lure this guy. To lure this guy, we just need the sounds of rolling thunder. No more night forest. Instead, rumbling thunder and let's have a nighttime thunderstorm. Very cool. So that's gonna hang out until we are ready to deal with it. Let's just put this back to where I can see the fact that it's gonna be capitalism shortly. So we're gonna go to a BRB screen and we'll be back in about 3 minutes of pure unadulterated capitalism, obviously. Yeah, I'll redo my hair because it seems to be doing something weird. Anyway, back to our knitting screen, and then we're gonna go to capitalism time. We'll be right back. I think we're back. I think we're back from the capitalism. Yay, which is good because Eurovision is soon. Then I will have to run away. But can't not have the capitalism. Twitch makes us do it. 3 minutes every hour makes the pre-rolls not happen, and pre-rolls are terrible, so. I love that the Eurovision app just notified me that the second thing is about to start. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this is definitely progress. It's not the most progress, but it's definitely progress. And I'm going to get to the end of the row and then do a little measure again, because last time we measured we had about 8 inches in the underarm, so about halfway there. So we'll see what we've added to that. Or repeat 37 rather. Let's just anchor the stitch marker. Well, actually, let's just finish the needle. Okay. Oh yes, and we did not advance the pattern, so there we go. Let's do a little measurement here. Let's see where we're at. Start of the underarm. So we were at 8, or just a tiny bit shy of 8, and now we're at 10. Okay, legit. That is fairly reasonable. I should see who all else is currently on. If we're gonna try to maybe raid somebody. Is anybody on? Is anybody working on anything interesting? 9.5 is crocheting. Comfy Academia is making something. I don't know. Her tag is in French. Kitty Dot is crocheting a wizard crow. Yarnia is doing something. KB Fibers is finishing the teddy bear. Raven Blackheart is making a Doctor Who scarf. And Merrimack Modico is having a glaze day and kiln unloading day. Don't know. Like, all of those people are cool. We raided KB Fibers last time. Maybe we can raid Yarnia. Don't know what the laddering down means. I think they are knitting, but I I wanted to check, but I'm in the pre-roll. Here we go. Oh yeah, they are knitting something. Don't know what. Not the amigurumi, because that's crocheted, so. But maybe that's where we'll go. Let's go back to ourselves and make sure we are in the right place with our own stuff. Okay, let's see how far we can get in the next like 5 minutes. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna catch the spirit that we're running the thunderstorm for, just because they take their sweet time getting caught, getting lured. But that's okay. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're doing knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're moving this pearl over. Knit, and then we move another pearl over as we expand this. Do not lose your second strand, please and thank you. And then we knit 3 again. 2, 3, pearl. So yeah, so we are expanding this guy. You know, there's something very vagina-like about that. And I can't help that. Like, now that I've seen that, I am never ever going to unsee it, because like that's where that's at. Okay, so this is, so we decreased on 36, we're finishing 38, so the next decrease is on 40. Makes sense. So this is 38 being finished. Plain row and then a decrease row. We have one of the things that patterns never make clear when they say things like decrease every 4th row, or every 4 rows, is what they actually say. Is that like 1, 2, 3, 4 decrease on 5? And then 6, 7, 8, 9 decrease on 10? Or is that like what I'm doing, which is 1, 2, 3 decrease on 4, 5, 6, 7 decrease on 8, 9, 10, 11 decrease on 12? Because that does make it a little bit more frequent. Sort of never fully know which one they mean, because it could be either, and you know, like I'm gonna keep going until I get the right measurement. I'm gonna decrease until I get the right number of stitches, and then I'm gonna keep doing plain until I get the right measurement. And that's why we keep measuring in the middle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. It's going to be a pearl. This is going to be a knit. So this one has to be a pearl. This is going to be a knit. This one's going to be a pearl. And then we knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Advance the pattern. Drop the phone. That was 39, which means that we do a little decrease over here in the middle of this here, row 40. Okay, it is Eurovision time. So let's see again who's around. Somebody, did anybody pop up? Oh, hey, the Sims are twins. We're not gonna go do that. Here, Tisa is doing goldsmithing. Somebody's making bobbin lace. Liz Kimber is making bobbin lace. Let's go drop there because they've got not a lot of things. So that's how are they spelled? Liz, like it sounds. Liz Kimber. Let's go rate them. Let me see if I can find them. Liz Kimber. Yeah, they've only been going for like 9 minutes, so let's go to them. They're pretty cool. It should be nifty. Where's my nonsense over here? There we go. I'm gonna be going soon, but let's see if we can do some raid message nonsense. I'm like trying to do some fun time notes over here. Here we go. Let's go visit them.
me. Hello. Hello to Papa Falcon. Hello. Hello. I do like the fact that your little icon says bleed purple. Surely Falcons bleed green. Where's my stick? But yes, I was just having a bit of a rant